Hello, Mason
What
and
up,
Olivia.
Trey? How you doing, brother? How is
It's
everything?
been it's been a minute. It's been a
It's
minute.
been a minute, but you look great. Haven't aged a
Thank
day.
you.
Looking
Thank you.
fantastic.
I'm excited to chat with you both about this film. I was rooting for Allie and Jay this entire time. And I think that this is a film where I don't think I've laughed as much as I was terrified in a movie in a while because some of these kills were brutal. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I felt like I felt some of them, but it was just a pleasure to watch this film.
Thank you.
Olivia, I'll start with you first. I think a lot of us can relate to Allie in the fact that I think a lot of us feel like you could be at the point in your life where you think you need to be at a certain place and want to be at a certain place, and then you find out that's not what you need or what you want. So, how do you think you related to Allie and some of the circumstances that she was going through?
I feel like there's this weird amount of pressure to be at a certain place in your life at a certain age, or to be in a relationship, to have, the perfect job, the perfect partner, the perfect place to live, the house, like all of the things by a certain age, right? Like there's all of this pressure to be at that place in your life when you feel like it's the right time. And I can very much relate to Allie in that way. I know that she is desperate to have a great career, and I think it's really interesting, like how her perspective shifts throughout her journey meeting Jay. And I think Jay offers her a lot of perspective in that way, and that it doesn't have to be so serious, and there doesn't have to be this like extreme amount of pressure to be where you feel like you need to be at all points in your life, whether it's professional or personal.
And Mason, for you, from of course your work in Scream and then recently in Y2K, and
Ah.
now this movie, you're kind of like our. I don't know if the term has been like more King than Scream Queen,
This
but you're
is
kind of like our Scream King of like the
I'll,
world right
yeah,
now.
Slay!
I'll be a scream queen too. Whatever, dude. I'll take whatever you can give me. Yeah, no, as eloquently put as Olivia did, I'm not going to be able to upkeep. But the relationship I have with Jay is one of mutual understanding that like leading with love first in love and in life is kind of the only way I know how to be, is the hope that in giving myself completely to a circumstance or to a feeling is a level of commitment and onus I take over my relationships, that I love that a character like Jay could begin a story with affection being at the forefront and an understanding of partnership and a desire for cohesion that I think I ended up learning along with Jay, although ideally I learned maybe a little bit before so I could portray it. But just this understanding that there is a level of projection that comes with that, is a lot of times you can project your desire for affection or intimacy onto someone in a way that they have to, be accepting of and talk about through communication and understanding where the mutual line lies. And I think that's one of the beautiful things about love. And if I could bring that to Jay through my own understanding, then I think I've done a good job. But you have to let me know.
I mean, from what I've seen, I think it was a very good job.
I'll take it.
And because you've been in so many, horror films and thriller films, what is it about horror films you think keeps drawing you to them, or how do you think the films may even draw themselves to you, particularly?
I think the horror genre as a whole, and why it's so ever present today in so many different facets and even styles of delivery, is the sort of internal aspect and the ability to tell a narrative from the inside out. Because a lot of horror deals with our psychology as it relates to how we interact with the world rather than maybe how the world interacts with us. And that sort of interiority present in a lot of horror films coincides a lot with the common fears that we as a society, as humans, interact with on the day-to-day, whether it be the dark or the fear of the unknown. Scream as a franchise has always dealt with domesticated horror, the fear of the known, and the people just around the corner. I love that Hard Eyes has found a way to kind of marry the spectrum of fear into a, fear of commitment, fear of intimacy, fear of, knives and crossbows, in a way that is pushing the culture, the horror culture at the very least, forward in a way that I, as a fan, really like to see. So hopefully there's more of it.
Well, thank you two so much for chatting with me. I enjoyed this conversation, and I can't wait for more people to see this movie.
Trey, thank you, man.
Thank you
Appreciate
so
you.
much.
So
Hope to
nice
chat
to
with
see you.
next time, not too soon in between.
Looking forward to it.
Because when I was watching this movie, I felt like I needed a friend like Monica to tell me like it is all the time. And I wanted to know, did you channel any of your own relationships in your life to kind of inform how you think this dynamic between Monica and Allie would be?
Yes, I have this one friend. Her name is Bella, and I've already told her I channeled Isabella. She was actually a co-star of mine on a show we did in New York. This girl, on my lowest days, when I feel my smallest, she will pull me out of anything. She just makes you see yourself. She's a girl's girl. She tells it like it is, and she will snap in your face and wake you up out of your funk. And I think Allie needed that. And so I really did channel Bella. Even her little accent that she has, that is my friend Bella. So not much acting except for imitating Bella.
We love when real life can inform art. And Jordana and Devon, for you, a lot of times I feel like in horror films, we can already figure out how the detectives are going to be. Sometimes they can feel, sometimes tropey, kind of like stock characters sometimes. But how do you feel like Hobbs and Shaw? I really thought I was going to say that without laughing, because every time their names came together in the movie, I would laugh. How do you think they kind of fit outside of the box of what you would expect from, people who are going to be investigating the scene of the crime in horror movies?
I think that Hobbs and Shaw could have their own 30-minute sitcom on ABC or something like that. They're unconventional cops. I think without being goofy, they're doing everything wrong, and thinking they are doing everything right.
Yeah,
Well, especially Hobbs.
And with Shaw, well, I loved Hobbs's patronizing, chauvinistic way, because I think it's so refreshing to see that. We haven't seen that for so long. We're so afraid of being PC. And then with Shaw, I have this black poodle. She's stunning, but she's so awkward. She never knows what to do, and she's just kind of one step behind her sibling. And I was like, I kind of want Shaw to be like that. She's really good at work, but at everything else, she's clueless. And so that's who I was channeling.
Also, I think that one thing that I liked about this movie is with the character of Allie is that she kind of thinks she is where she wants to be in life or where she needs to be in life, but she quickly realizes that's exactly not where she needs to be or where she wants to be. So for any of you, have you ever related to the character and what she's going through in this movie, whether that's in your personal life or your career, of kind of wanting to branch out from what your own expectations are of yourself?
I think what's crazy about our industry is that you've never made it. As soon as you're oh, okay, now I'm here, it's the ground moves again and the standards change or there's a strike, and it's but that's what I think is so addictive about it, is that you're constantly having to strive and reframe and figure it out. But I think for her to be in her 20s and realize, wait, this job isn't exactly what I want to do, I think that's so relatable for so many people. And also to realize, oh, what I really wanted isn't actually that wasn't the right goal,
Well, thank you three so much for chatting with me. I enjoyed the conversation. I can't wait for more people to watch this movie.
Thank you.
Thank you.